You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome to The Vocal Technologist. Today, we're getting right into some really critical updates happening in cybersecurity.
Yeah, some big shifts.
Definitely. We're looking at these super hidden hardware threats, a whole new way security flaws are being announced, and the constant evolution of AI in security.
Both good and bad sides of AI, as always.
Exactly. So let's start with something that sounds, frankly, kind of scary. Malware hiding in the hardware itself. Lenovo had some serious issues recently, right?
High-severity stuff in their BIOS for some all-in-one PCs. We're talking IdeaCentre and yoga models.
And these weren't just minor bugs where they allowed some pretty deep access.
Oh yeah, very deep. Essentially, these flaws let an attacker who already has local access, mind you, completely sidestep secure boot.
Okay, secure boot, that's the thing that checks your software when the computer starts up.
Precisely. Ensures only trusted stuff loads. So bypassing that is already bad. But then it allowed them to run code in what's called System Management Mode, or SMM.
SMM. I've heard of it, but what exactly is it?
Think of it as this super privileged mode the CPU can run in. It operates completely outside the operating system, even outside the hypervisor if you're running virtual machines.
Wow. So totally invisible to Windows or Linux or whatever you're running.
Completely invisible. It's the perfect hiding spot for malware because none of the usual security software running on the OS can see it or touch it.
Yikes. That really drives home why keeping hardware firmware updated is so important, not just the software we use every day.
Absolutely critical. It's often overlooked.
So staying on this theme of vulnerabilities and how they're handled, there's been a major shakeup from Google's Project Zero team.
Oh yeah, this is a big one. They've decided they're going to publicly announce vulnerabilities just 1 week after privately reporting them to the vendor.
1 week. That sounds incredibly fast. What was the old standard?
Traditionally, it was 90 days for the vendor to develop a patch. Then, even after the patch was out, Project Zero often waited another 30 days before releasing technical details.
So we've gone from 90 days, potentially 120, down to just 7 days for the initial public notice.
Exactly. Now, they won't release the technical details right away, just the fact that the vulnerability exists. The idea is to put, let's say, significant pressure on vendors to patch much, much faster.
Okay, I can see the logic. Faster patches are good for everyone. But isn't there a risk there? Announcing a flaw before a fix is widely available.
That's the debate, absolutely. It creates this window where attackers know about a vulnerability, but users might not have a patch yet. It's a gamble that the pressure leads to quicker protection overall.
It feels like a race against time has just gotten way shorter, could lead to rushed, maybe less effective patches too.
That's a valid concern. Vendors might rush something out just to meet that tight deadline. It's definitely a bold move, and we'll have to see how it plays out.
Okay, so from hardware hiding spots and disclosure deadlines, let's pivot to, well, the topic that's everywhere. AI, IBM's latest cost of a data breach report, had some interesting findings, didn't it?
It really did. And it highlights AI's dual nature in security. It's being used for both attack and defense, as you'd expect.
So how is it being used in attacks right now, according to the report?
Well, about 13% of the breaches they studied actually involved AI models themselves being compromised or misused. Often, this came down to pretty basic stuff like weak access controls or insecure APIs connected to the AI.
So even with cutting-edge AI, the same old security fundamentals matter. Don't leave the door unlocked, basically.
Pretty much. But here's something really interesting the report found. Phishing has actually overtaken stolen credentials as the #1 way attackers initially get in.
Wow, really? After all the focus on complex attacks, it's back to fake emails and dodgy links.
Seems so. It's a good reminder that, sometimes the simplest attacks are still the most effective. Keep an eye on those emails.
So for you listening, the takeaway seems to be, yes, AI is a huge factor now, both protecting and attacking, but don't forget the basics. That vigilance against phishing is maybe more important than ever.
Absolutely. And if you are actually building systems using AI, especially these newer agentic systems, the ones designed to act more autonomously.
Right, the AIs that kind of do things on their own.
Exactly. OWASP has just released a new guide specifically on securing those. It's called the OWASP Securing Agentic Applications Guide. Definitely worth checking out if you're in that space.
Good resource. So wrapping this up, we've gone from malware lurking beneath the OS to these super fast vulnerability disclosures and this complex AI landscape.
It's a lot, and it changes fast.
It really does. The bottom line for you seems clear. Stay informed, keep everything updated, hardware, firmware included, and don't let all the complex threats make you forget about spotting a simple phishing email.
Those fundamentals are key.
Definitely. So here's a final thought to leave you with. With Google pushing for this super fast disclosure, do you think vendors will actually manage to speed up patching effectively? Or are we just going to see more hurried, maybe flawed fixes trying to meet that 1-week alert?
That's the million-dollar question right now, isn't it?
It really is something to keep an eye on. Thanks for tuning in today. Until next time, stay secure and stay curious.
Spoken Tech for your ears.